Hello, this is Brighton TV and this is the match preview for Brighton vs Palace. As a Brighton fan, it's one of the most anticipated games of the season, as well as Palace fans. They'd anticipate this game too. It's one of the most important games for any fan in this rivalry. You look at the fixtures when it gets released, you look for them games. It's like El Clasico, North London derby, Manchester derby. You look for them really early on just because it means so much to the fans. And with us beating them last time earlier on in the season 3-1 with 10 men, really good game. We need to keep that spirit going on into this game. And with this thing, I see a lot of people say, oh yeah, it's the M23 derby. No, it's not because of the M23 derby. It's like El Clasico. It's not because of two different cities in Spain. No, there's a history behind it. I'm pretty sure it was Alan Mullery, ex-Brighton manager, and the Palace manager. They used to be teammates, and one of them got captain, and the other one was vice captain. And once we got one of the managers got abused from one set of fans, and then he just threw coins and saying that's how much you're worth. So that's the history behind it. It's not because of the M23. And one of Brighton's most creative players, Pascal Gross, is out for this match, which leaves more room for a player like Yves Bissouma or Kai Out to play this match, which I think is really important. And with Murray, it's a debate, Murray or Andone to start this game. I think some people could say Murray because he has scored in his last 3 games against Palace, which is good for him, and hopefully if he does come on or if he does start, he can get a goal, since recently when he's played them, especially in the league, he's scored early on, 18th minute approximately, last time when we played them in this fixture last season, and also he scored a penalty early on in this season. So yeah, hopefully he does that. But Andone, I think personally he should start, since Palace, they're an amazing team. They beat City 3-2. They lost narrowly 4-3 to Liverpool. They scored 6 goals between the 2 best teams in England right now. You can't just you can't just go with them saying, okay, they're a bad team. No, you have to give them like a bit of respect. You have to play back. And we saw last time when we played them earlier on in the season, we only conceded the goal because Balogun made a mistake when they finally broke through. They were right on the edge. They were edge of the penalty area, but they weren't going to the corner flag, like right on the line, and he just fouled him on needlessly. So I think Dunk, Duffy, them two back four, Reno, Montoya and Bernardo, I think they should start because they're really solid back four, and we have to play slightly defensively at first, because if we can't concede too many early goals. Last season in this fixture we conceded 2 really early goals, and that just destroyed the hope of the team. Yes, we did end up coming back near the end, made it 2-1, then they scored again. We can't do that. We need to play more controlled football. So play back a little bit defensive at first, but press them, let them have the ball, but press them, since Bissouma and Proper, they're really good midfielders. And I think Stevens, I saw him against Huddersfield last time we played. He was amazing when he went forward. His balls forward were incredible when he tried to go there. So I think Stevens, we need a defensive midfielder just passing it back maybe to the defence so we can play it out from there. And Izquierdo, I've heard people say Izquierdo or Jahanbakhsh. Izquierdo, for me, without a shadow of a doubt, we need to play him. Like, he's a lot more proven in the Premier League. Against other teams, let's say West Ham or someone like that, I could play Jahanbakhsh, but not this game. Izquierdo is so much more proven. He scored against them last season. He was the reason why Andone scored that quick free kick. That's the main reason why we scored, which made us beat Huddersfield. So yeah, Izquierdo over Jahanbakhsh. And I think March, even though Knockout, he created the most chances in the whole of the Premier League last weekend, I think he has to get dropped for March, because March last time contained Zaha. I didn't even realise he was playing for parts of the game because of how good Solly March was. I think Solly March has to play right wing, since he's a more defensive winger. I think he's really good. And Knockout, he plays outstanding against teams like Huddersfield, like Fulham. Play him in them games, not in a massive rivalry. And we've seen it before when he is a really passionate player. He's like Andone, really passionate. But sometimes he just gets that a little bit too out of control. And we don't want to play another red card with 10 men away from home, since that's just the formula for defeat. So I think March instead. And Andone, as I said, really good player. So Balogun's back in training, and I think maybe you could don't play Stevens and play Balogun or Burn, one of them, play 5 at the back. But I don't think it is a good idea, but it's also way too risky to change the system this close to a massive game of the season. So keep the system as it is, even though 4-4-1-1 was what made us beat them last time we played. Maybe since we've been playing 4-3-3 recently, play 4-3-3. Since Gross isn't playing, Gross won't be out of position, so I think that will be better for us. And Batshuayi, they got him on loan. He's an amazing player, so we need to make sure we contain him. So maybe, like Bissouma, I think has to play. When we played last time, Bissouma was an incredible player, along with Davy Propper. Them two just have to stay in midfield right now, since they're really good players. And I can see this as a really high-scoring game, since our away record, especially defensively, has been poor. But even though they haven't scored that many at home, they have the second worst home record in the league. And in their last 6 games, only won once at home. That's shows that we do have a really good chance. And coming off with a win, that can boost our spirits towards this game. So let's hope that does happen. And I think players like Izquierdo is a really good shout, since their defenders aren't fast and Izquierdo's fast. So that's just a really good way to break through. So my score predictions for this match is going to be 2-2 high scoring game. I think Zaha, he just somehow always manages to score against us. He's their key player by far, and he's finally managed to get back to scoring, which is a trouble for us, especially this close to it. So Zaha's going to be a problem, and I think Batshuayi, he's a very good player as striker, but also I think they probably could easily get a pen against us. So either Batshuayi or Milivoje, I can't say his name, their penalty taker. He's very good penalty taker, unfortunately. And Zaha gets so many penalties. That is their really big chance of them scoring. But I think Izquierdo, he has the pace to break through their defence. So Izquierdo has a big chance. And Andone, I think we need to play him since he presses their line. And if we play defensively, we have somebody hoof the ball up. We saw it last time with Andone's solo goal. That was because Bernardo hoofed it up into the halfway line, and Andone was able to run onto it against their fairly slow defence. When we run at that, we're going to cause some trouble, but we can't play too attackively since they're amazing on the counter-attack. So play slightly defensively, don't commit too many men forward. They struggle to break teams down when the other team's playing defensively, but when the other team plays attackively, they can easily score a few goals. So we need to make sure we have a few players back to defend. So I think playing 4-4-1-1 with, I think, Proper as a number 10 role, I think he could play really well there as a cam, with Bissouma and Stevens as defensive midfielders, since Bissouma played really well there. So that is a really good, in my opinion, a good idea, just so then we have the pace to deal with their attack if they were to come on a counter-attack, since they have a really fast counter-attack, and if they do get the chance, they can score, which is a problem. And with our defence being poor, I think we need to do that. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Brighton TV and follow us on Instagram.